in Hinduism, they talk a lot about the inquiry. And for Sri Ramana Maharshi, it's something as subtle as just asking, who am I?
Yeah.
Right? But you have to pay really, really close attention because you're asking yourself a question and you only want to make sure that the purest, most authentic part of you is answering. And it's kind of a trick question. And this is kind of what Eastern sages do, is they set you up in this position of knowing how often the ego comes and sabotages your truth and your freedom. So if you ask yourself, who am I? And there's a voice inside of you that answers, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not it. Because only the ego asks questions. That's the trick question. You are because you exist. That's enough. People are like going around trying to find the meaning in things by asking questions. And there is truth in that. Yeah. Like there is truth to going and picking up a book and reading words. But if you really want to get down to the core of who you are, ask yourself, like, who am I? And see what type of answer that you get.
Yeah.
And if you get a very specific type of answer, that's like, oh, I'm Eric. This is what I do. This is how old I am. That's not it. That's ego.
Yeah.
And then Byron Katie also has this other question, which really helped me out in my journey, especially when I was younger. She says, who are you without your story? Who are you without all of your conditioning? Yeah, it's like you are the answer.
You are the answer.
Somehow that's not enough for people. Like when Ram Dass sat with Maharaji Ji, and Ram Dass is one of the most eloquent speakers when it comes to that relationship between sages, is that it's not that like they teach you anything really profound. All they do is show you how ridiculous you're being with your questions.
Yeah.
But the whole point, I think, behind what I'm trying to say, but between that relationship and the relationship between Ram Dass and Maharaji Ji, is that there's a certain level of service, compassionate service to another human being that awakens that sort of dormant force in you that makes you realize that like, you are it. Like that beingness inside of you is there, and you have to get to a point where you quiet down enough in order for you to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all like a great sage's responsibility is to just show you how ridiculous you're being by the questions that you're asking, and to just illuminate the obvious to you.